This major focuses on managing the human resources, which focuses on the knowledge, skills, abilities, and capabilities of people. Managing includes various functions such as recruiting, compensation, training, and development. Those human capital exist everywhere, for example, companies, hospitals, and schools.
My name is Afnan Taj. I'm a Human Resources graduate of Afet University. I've done my internship in Cummins Middle East in Dubai, and I did a second internship in Saudi Qadir, which is a startup, and I've worked in a special direction and chest tag company. The subjects that you have to take in order to finish your degree in the Bachelor of Human Resources Management are different and varies according to each university. In Afet, we have to take general courses, which are Islam, Arabic, Fed, and different general courses, and different general courses in the business department, which means introduction to marketing, introduction to finance, introduction to entrepreneurship or accounting. There are certain courses that are specialized under the same major itself, such as recruitment, such as training and development, compensation, and special topics in human resources management, which are related to the community that you're working in or you're living at basically. And along with an internship in the same major, it has to be 300 hours of working. And the last thing is the dissertation, which is the research that you have to do to cover a certain area or a certain interest of yours in the human resources field. A high school graduate who wants to study human resources management should enhance their communication skills, as this is the main skills that is required in this field, since you will be interacting with people along the way. In addition to being updated with the labor law, either internationally or locally, because this is something that you will be using throughout the working experience, whether it was in a startup or in a corporate. In addition to understanding the psychology of the human beings. Since your major requires you to interact directly with humans, you have to understand their psychology and to be able to manage them in all the different cases that the human passes through. A student will be assigned to do different tasks during the semester or during the academic year, such as conducting and preparing interviews. There are different types of interviews, such as the face-to-face interviews, the computer-based interviews, and the behavioral-based interviews. Once you get to know and once you get to understand all these different types of interviews, you will be able to understand when to use them and with whom to use each one of them. Another thing is related to the training and development. One of the functions of the HR is to train people and develop them to be able to perform and to perform well. I'm a founder of a small startup which is Al-Mihrab. Al-Mihrab is about creating your own personal reading spot, which might be something that is irrelevant to my major. However, I think that my major helped me a lot in managing the people under my position and in dealing with different nature of human beings. I was lucky to have 2 internships. One of them is in a corporate, which is Cummins Middle East in Dubai. It was a project-based internship, which means that you as an intern will be responsible for a certain project and then you will be working on it during the period of the internship. My project was the employee handbook, so I had to renew the employee handbook of the company by doing focus groups, by doing face-to-face meeting with the managerial positions. The other internship was the startup, which was in Saudi Qadir. Saudi Qadir is a startup that focuses on helping fresh graduates of high schools to get jobs, or to get basically part-time jobs, and to utilize their free time by doing these jobs in order to gain certain level of experiences and skills that are required by the market. The internship experiences, both of them were very interesting, and both of them were very different in nature. Because seeing a corporate life and a startup life allows you to see the different aspects of business, which I highly recommend for all students. Since human resources management is all about managing people, your opportunities are not at all limited. You can work in the HR department, or in other words, in the human resources department. The challenges are different in nature. Some of them are related to the very competitive work environment which we are in. It is a work environment that requires you to be attentive, to be updated with all the details or the trends that are taking place in the labor market or in the work in general.
My advice to all students is to consider all the options available to them, to read about all the majors, and to ask people who have worked or studied under this field. And at the end, you have to choose something that keeps you interested, and you have to wonder how could you leave a change in this field.